What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So this is going to be your stimulus update for today, July the 30th. We have a lot of information here. We're really just at a wait and see point. I mean, we see exactly what the Democrats see and what the Republicans see, but we're at a wait and see point. Before I get into this, make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And remember to get your 2 free stocks with Webull down below. If you want to get started investing, start there. Get your 2 free stocks with Webull, and all you have to do is deposit $100 and you'll get 2 free stocks, one of which could be valued up to $1,400. Also, if you want to invest without having to deposit $100, go over to Robinhood, sign up, link your bank account, and you'll get a free stock as well. Now, there's a lot of things that have gone on that we need to really know about when it comes to the stimulus checks. First, we have the Democratic bill, which is $3 trillion, and then we have the Republican bill, which is $1 trillion. We have the HEROES Act and we have the HEALS Act. Now, I talked about the difference between stimulus checks in my last video, but I need to give you a full comparison on why we're kind of at this wait and see point, why we're at a stalemate here. And it's really tough to understand, because a lot of people are just like, why can't I just get my money? If you agree on a stimulus check, why can't I get my money? So we're at this standoff, and this standoff is really testing Donald Trump's re-electability. If you look at that, and I mean, the election is coming up, right? And if he doesn't get something approved, and I understand that he doesn't have that say to get something in front of him, he has the say to sign off on it. But if he doesn't get something approved, there's going to be a lot of people that are really angry at the fact that he didn't get something to the American people. And you need to get something to them now. There should be no waiting point between the point of unemployment ending and the new unemployment starting. So stimulus checks are the only thing that Republicans and Democrats agree on. And it's not really a full agreement, but it's the closest thing that we have. So they both agree that we should get a $1,200 check. Obviously, we had other bills from the Democrats that gave us $2,000 a month, which I agree with. Andrew Yang, which was on the Democratic side, he was running for president. He wants to give everybody emergency UBI, which makes sense to me. But the $1,200 check is where everybody agrees. Where they kind of disagree when it comes to stimulus is the dependent amount. So the dependent will get $500 over on the HEALS Act, but on the HEROES Act, they'll get an extra $1,200. So they're a little far apart on the dependent side, but when it comes to the overall stimulus check, they're pretty close. But everywhere else that you think of, they're really far apart. And you need some sort of clarity, you need some sort of connection here to say, we'll give you this, we'll give you that. But the problem is that the bills are so far apart in the dollar value that it's kind of hard to get everything in there that you want. So one thing that Republicans want and Democrats don't want is liability protection. And the reason why Republicans want it is they want businesses to push along without having the thought of getting sued. Democrats, they're thinking that businesses are going to start to take advantage of that by basically putting a lot of employees and customers in harm's way, putting them close together. And it's just not going to be a good situation, and getting them out of being sued for various things, not only COVID related. It could be something different. So it's not something that you really want in there to bail out the businesses, and businesses don't need another bailout. People need a bailout. Pelosi said the best way to reopen schools and the economy is to defeat the virus, and that can't be done with the skinny bills Republicans rush to cobble together. And that makes total sense. I mean, right now we're kind of, not saying we're at the end of it, but we are at close to the tail end of, the pandemic and reopening businesses, understanding how to move around in the new normal. So a lot of people are getting comfortable with wearing masks. A lot of people are getting comfortable with being 6 feet apart, not shaking hands, things like that. And the best way to reopen these schools is defeating the virus, understanding that you have to be 6 feet apart, understanding that you need the funding for schools, a lot of funding for schools, understanding that it might not be smart to get a lot of kids together where most of the things that you do are, jam-packed, close together. Whether you're in gym class, I don't know how that's going to go, or whether you're in a classroom of 30 people. Now those classrooms are going to be dialed down. Schools are probably not going to make as much money. So no matter if you give them funding or not, it's not going to be enough, because you're not going to be able to have enough kids to go in the classrooms, and that can really harm the schools. So that's the best way, is really defeating the virus. In any case, it's defeating the virus. Now, we have 4.4 million confirmed cases and over 150,000 deaths. It's bad. It's not as bad as it could have been, but it is still bad, and we need to be able to understand where we are. We have so many confirmed cases that people need some sort of funding. They need some sort of reason that they can stay inside rather than, forcing themselves to go back to work because they don't have any money. President Donald Trump on Wednesday dismissed the Democratic demands for aid to cash-strapped cities. Trump complained about sending big bailout money to the nation's cities whose mayors he often criticizes. It's not about who you criticize, it's about who needs help. Trump's worried about things that aren't related. I understand that you have a thought in your mind, hey, if I help out these cities, now I'm going back on my word that I don't like these mayors. And even to the point to where he's looking to, have that $1.7 billion FBI headquarters to remain in Washington across the street from the Trump Hotel. Why does that matter? Why does that need to be in a bill? Why does that need to be something that's in this relief package? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't help out anybody. And McConnell has criticized that as well. So there's no need to add that to the bill. Republicans propose cutting the $600 weekly unemployment to $200 a week, which we all have heard about. And I don't know if that's 100% good, especially if you're going to only give them one stimulus check. People that are unemployed need continuous money, but people that have lost their job and now gain their job back, they just need something to get caught up. So the stimulus checks help them, but the people that really lost their job, that are unemployed, they need a little bit more help than, the normal person to catch up and to pay their bills as they go along. And the last thing that I have on here is the Democrats proposed the eviction freeze to continue, but the Republicans did not want to include it in their bill. This is something that's going to be a really big problem because you have a lot of people that may be evicted from their places, and that wouldn't be a good thing because then you have more people worrying about getting a place to live, more landlords that don't have any form of payment. This is just going to be a very tough situation to have a bunch of people evicted. So this needs to continue because you can't have people out on the streets homeless during this pandemic, because then obviously you're putting more people outside and less people inside where they should be. So we kind of need to continue that. But that's my stimulus update for today. We're really far apart on so many areas. We're really at this stalemate, and we have maybe one thing that we're close together on. We understand that schools need funding. We understand that we need the $1,200 stimulus check. But then for schools, one side wants to reopen, one side does not if it's not a safe environment. If they have a high case count, it doesn't make sense to open. So we'll see what gets done today, but I just wanted to give you the stimulus update, and I'll have another update for you tomorrow just to really give you all the information that I can. But as I said, we're really far apart and we need to get closer together. But that's my stimulus update. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more videos like this one. Also, get your 2 free stocks with Webull down below. All you have to do is sign up and deposit $100 and you'll get 2 free stocks, one of which could be valued up to $1,400. Also, check out my Robinhood link, sign up for that, link your bank account, and you'll get a free stock. You don't even have to deposit money there. But that's it, guys. I'm going to have to get out of here. Make sure you stay safe, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.